by some unforeseen miracle there is an afterlife, and in the heaven of bards and makers, Irving Layton is looking down at this gathering of friends, lovers, students, spiritual sons, cabinet ministers, future cabinet ministers, women of Hampstead. I'm sure he would be filled with a wild, peculiar joy. And he would also want me to give a very special thanks and to ask you to give a special thanks to Endry Farkas and Carolyn Marie Sewell. On seeing the statuettes of Ezekiel and Jeremiah in the Church of Notre Dame, they have given you French names that made you captive, my rugged, troublesome compatriots. Your splendid beards here are epicene, plaster white, and your angers unclothed with Palestinian hills quite lost in this immense and ugly edifice. You are bored, I see it. Sultry prophets with priests and nuns. What coarse jokes must pass between you. And with those morbidly religious, i.e. my prized brother-in-law, ex-Laurentian pawing his rosary, and his wife, sick with many guilts. Believe me, I would gladly take you from this spidery church, its bad melodrama, its musty smell of candle, and set you both free again, in no make-believe world of sin and penitence, but the sunlit square opposite, alive at noon with arrogant men. You cheer up, Ezekiel, and you, Jeremiah, who were once cast into a pit. I shall not leave you here incensed, uneasy among alien Catholic saints, but shall bring you from time to time my hot Hebrew heart as passionate as your own, and stand with you here a while in aching confraternity. This is a lesser known poem, but it seems a good note on which to end the section of readings by Irving Layton's fellow poets and successors here in Montreal. Grand finale. I've seen the gray-haired lyrists come down from the hills. They think because they howl with eloquence and conviction, the townspeople will forgive their disgraceful sores and not care how scandalous and odd they look, how vain their contrite blurtings over booze and women, or the senescent itch for the one true faith. Not for me, sorrowful and inglorious old age. Not for me, resignation and breast-beating, or reverbing of guilt till one's limbs begin to tremble, and a man's brought to his knees, whimpering and ashamed. Not for me, if there's a flicker of life still left, and I can laugh at the gods, and curse, and shake my fist. Rather than howl and yowl like an ailing cat on wet or freezing nights, or mumble thin pieties over a crucifix like some poor forsaken codger in a rented room, I'll let the darkness come only when I, an angry and unforgiving old man, yank the cloth of heaven, and the moon and all the stars come crashing down.